Right, hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Camp Christo. This is another episode of our wonderful Aurora 4X campaign. In the last episode, some economic stabilizing, some mine expansion, some scaling in far off systems, as well as positioning our fleet in Lac Isle to allow them to rapidly respond to any new threat from the monarchist pig dogs. We are continuing to build new ships, continuing to add slipways, and expand our existing naval areas. We are running out of workers, which is a bit of a problem. But we have ways we can fix that. We can offload our science. Will be a big one, which I may well look into. Ideally, though, I want to offload it all to one place, because it just makes it so much easier. But we'll see if that's possible. Maybe putting all our science in one system would be a good one, but you kind of want to keep it nice and protected. We'll see. So we've consolidated our terraforming fleets now down to a single one. And they are all here, working their darndest to try and cool down this, heat up this planet. And they are super, super close to done now I look at this. So actually, let's bring this. I want more regular updates on that because I think we're very, very close to being able to stop actually doing more temperature change on that planet and start getting some actual people there at long last. It's taken a hell of a long time. Comet chums have rearmed and repositioned. Lovely. In a good place. Empire's in a pretty good place right now. Galasite's the main crunch, but microscopy partly helps solve that. We need to get AD Leonis mining as well. And maybe I'll do that next. Okay, so there's the addition. Let's see how we're looking. Minus 15 now. So close, man. So close. Very happy that we are going to be able to get this one fully terraformed, because it's got a massive population capacity and massive stores of resources on it, including a ton of macassium. It might make sense actually to make this the planet where we put our research in the fullness of time, because that would save us having to move the macassium elsewhere to then build new research labs out of it. That's not a bad idea now I think about it. I have some good ones every now and again. Go to 5.9, then report back. Excuse me. On the new situation there. Good. And yes, the infrastructure from IO is being carried over so that we can crank up Titan. Good. I should check in on the self-sustaining infrastructure as well over on microscopy and Lacus, see how the stuff there's going. I'm surprised we haven't got more independent mining going on in some of our systems. I know I yoinked the nice planets, but I think they still have some going. So close. Tiny bit more. Go to 1.61. I don't want to overdo it because we've spent so long terraforming this planet. I really don't want to spend any longer than necessary. It was a good investment. Like that population cap, what is it, 12 billion is massive. That's Earth scale massive. I believe that's the max Earth is able to do. It's interesting the way they calculated Earth's, and by they I mean, you know, the dev, Steve. He basically looked at the projection of the future Earth population, which is supposed to top out at about 12 billion, and use that as the number of the carrying capacity for Earth, which I respect. It's a very analytical way to do it. I think it's fun. Still a tiny bit more. Getting so close now, though. 1.6. Let's go to 1.63. Or 1.625. How about that? Approaching 41, which is when our new engine tech comes in. And of course, in a few more months, Freight 1 will need a new job as well, which I think I'll probably use to try and set up a new industry, new auto mining effort in AD Leonis. Now, one research lab available. Let's do some ground combat just with one lab, just so that we keep this guy getting better at his job. There we go. Because people actually doing research, they advance dramatically faster than if they're not. Which to me is kind of just needless, inviting needless micro. I'd rather that just wasn't a thing, personally. I'd rather they just got better over time. Or like you could set up a way to auto-assign research. You could just give a planet like 20 labs and just say, hey, give each scientist one lab on a research I haven't set. But, you know, there's lots of little quality of life things that you just live with the fact that, you know, it's an incredible one-person project. So you just live with it. So now we need breathable atmosphere, and then we're good. So give me 0.1 oxygen, please. I did hit add gas, right? I should check before I let them sit there for months doing nothing. Daily ticks are getting longer. I'm sure part of that's my civs, but I bet a lot of it's the AI. Which honestly is just... It's just another thing. Oh, look at that. Change from barren to prairie. It's a beautiful place to live. Yes, oxygen, add gas. They're adding gas. Amazing. The beautiful prairies of 2 microscopy 5 moon 6. The Flyers might need to come up with a more inventive name for that one. We'll see. Okay, some more Boreas, and we've fully salvaged. So the bin men are on their way home, and when they get here, unload our ship components. Do we get anything else? Active search sensor, 2 more reactors. Nice. Some more terraformers done. And we should now pick, where do I want to terraform next? Because if it's not in microscopy, I don't want to fly these guys there. It probably is in microscopy, though. It's probably one of these. How hard was this one to terraform? 0.83. Because if we just cooled this down a bit, we could start getting some people living on it. I think that is what we should do, even though it's going to take a while. It's big, it can hold quite a few people, and it's got so much resources on it. Just 5 accessibility is crazy. Yeah, so we are going to send them to beta telescopy. No, sorry, not beta telescopy. This is beta telescopy. Oh, this is beta telescopy, right. Well, let me take a look at microscopy then. Are there any others? So this one's 2, but not mining. It's fast, though. This one's fast, but not mining. Yeah, I think we'll stick in microscopy for now then. Because it's such a long way away, I'd rather get the stuff out there done and then focus back closer to home. But if we can get these 2 habitable, and maybe this one as well. Yeah, this one's fast, super fast. And this one's... That one's low gravity, so we probably won't do that one. Well, maybe we will. I think maybe we will, actually. How many can it home? Yeah, it can home 300 million. Yeah, let's do that. 230 million. We're going to terraform all of microscopy before we come home. More Colonial class ones. What are my Colonial dudes doing? They're unloading on... Oh, they were looping. Crap. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, but actually, the infrastructure... the civilian infrastructure landing is working pretty well. They're demanding 100 infrastructure, none's assigned. Well, just delete that demand because they're just getting it through wealth and trade, looks like. Infrastructure. I think they've been importing a bunch of infrastructure here. Nice. Okay, this is a mining world. Yeah. Are you sending it somewhere, by the way? Yeah, good. Very nice. Ah, yes, this is the one that's almost... Oh, this is so almost habitable. That's why it's holding so many people. Okay, this is where the new terraforming fleet should go. Temporarily. Get renamed to Terraforming 2. Remove all orders. I want you to go to... Oh yeah, this is the one in my... Oh, yeah. This is the one with the really high pressure. I remember. Auto-route yourself there. Microscopy, go to that planet. And then await further orders. Good. Now, more Boreases. Just keep them coming. I know it costs Galasite. It's got to be done now. And the other thing we built, more colony ships. how expensive are they? Quite. We need them. We need them. I need them. Give me a bunch more. And then Colonial 1 right now. Yes, just loading people from Europa to microscopy. Right now, though, I'm betting Earth. Yeah, Earth is very close to a worker shortfall. So, these guys are going to detach. Get renamed. Colony 2. And they're going to bring me some people from Luna. Luna's got a lot of available workers right now. It can afford to give up 200 million people without going into a shortfall on its massive commercial sectors. So refuel at Earth. Go to Luna. Load colonists. Go to Earth. Unload colonists. And it can take 600,000 at a time. So that's 1.2, 2.4. Obviously 4.8. Let's call that 10, 20, 40, 80, 160 million. And it's going to take a total travel time of 17 hours. All the way back and forth that many times. Very nice. Okay, getting there. Very close on the repair docks being built. Oh no, we're going to 30,000 on the repair docks, aren't we? Yeah, so not that close. Getting there, though. I suppose I could temporarily assign the repair docks to destroyers, but I don't really want to. Oh, that's odd. 2 new Genesis ones coming in just a bit late there. That's weird. I wonder why they were late. Detach them. Have them go join Colonial 2, I guess. We'll do slightly more than we intended, but that's okay. I think I'm not going to build any more. And there's the slipway on destroyers. Destroyer yards, rather. How long will it take to give me another slipway? Till July. Not worth it. I think. Don't want to start building a new one. That'll be in November. No, also not worth it. We'll have our new jump drive by then. Good. The shipyard's joined Colony 2. Good. Should be bringing the Earth's population up a bit. What else could I offload? I guess we could technically do the maintenance on on Luna rather, but I'd rather not. I'd rather, and I do want to try and keep everything close to the center of the solar system for safety's sake. There's shipyard's time and cost operation done. Good. What else is good here? Even more. Yeah, just go straight into even more, honestly. Means we're going to be able to do these things faster than I expected. That's good. And yeah, workers on Earth now into dramatic shortfall. I think we're going to need to stop taking people out to that microscopy thing. Let's have them load on Europa. Let's start bringing them back from Europa as well. And then Freight 1 is going to be done in about 100 days. Freight 2, what are you up to at the moment? Loading infrastructure. JX microscopy 1. Oh, right, that's why we got all this infrastructure here. Okay. Yeah, stop doing that. I think I'm going to have some new orders for you soon. So you can see we have a shortfall of 4 million workers, which means we're at 99.52% manufacturing efficiency modifier, which is not good. That's not what we want to see. I want to see that number be 100% at all times, where at all possible. How goes the terraforming? Half the oxygen we need done. How goes my industry? Good. How many mines we got here now? 175. Okay, Freight 2 is going to have to give some more freighters to Freight 3 then to keep up with this Titan situation. So Europa can afford to give up people. A lot of them, because there's nothing going on here. Ganymede too, right? Yeah. Yeah, Ganymede can afford to give up all its people because there's nothing going on there. Callisto, likewise, can afford to give up a bunch of people. Obviously, we'd rather they were at those places to grow faster. But if Earth needs them, when Earth calls for people, we answer the call. Colony 1 can't cycle orders, that's fine. Don't want it to. Wait, Colony 1 totally can cycle orders. But anyway, we'll worry about it when it finishes. We probably want to bring some people from more internal planets anyway. Freight 2 can't cycle orders. That's okay. I don't want it to. What else could I be doing? We need to get those mines out of well, I mean, we were running a tiny bit short on Duratanium. Or we're not short, but we were running in the negatives. Duranium, sorry. There's the slipway on the freight docks. I think we're okay for now, adding more though, because yeah, the workers situation is becoming increasingly critical. Freight 1 won't be back for another 100 days. Well, that's only because it's messing around with infrastructure. Yeah, stop that then. We need to get this infrastructure. We do need to get this infrastructure moved. Like what did I do in terms of civs on infrastructure? We're supplying thousands here and we're taking it all to Alma. Let's do some maths on Titan. Yeah, because Titan's current population is higher than its minimum supported. So Titan at worst gets to 1.154 colony costs. Aurora 4x colony costs. Infrastructure. Infrastructure is used by colonies to allow populations on bodies with low suitability when it's higher than 0. Infrastructure is created. Player can pick up infrastructure. Yeah. How many people can I support with one infrastructure at 1.15 stuff though? Transporting installations, conventional empire start. Infrastructure. Aurora 4x pop per infrastructure. Oh no, hang on, I can see that. I think that's on here actually. Infrastructure per million. At most, you need 106 infrastructure per million. We want 1958 million. So we multiply that by 116, and we get 227. And we take from that the 63,815 that's already here, and we get 163. So, civilian. Infrastructure. I'm supplying infrastructure from this place. You big, dumb, doo-doo head, Christo. Delete that supply. Add demand. 163,313. I was using my main freight fleet to take infrastructure from IO to Titan, and I was using the civs to take it from Titan to Alma. What a dumbass. Here, IO, you can supply any amount of infrastructure. Add supply 38083.92. Good. Freight 1. Cease your nonsense. Go back to Earth for a second. Luna, do you have any infrastructure? No. Europe, do you have any infrastructure? No. Ganymede, do you have any infrastructure? Yep, lots of it. Delete that supply. Excuse me, delete that demand. Infrastructure. Add a supply here of 73,481.8. Callisto, you know you've got some. Yep, they got tons. Callisto, gimme 176,314.96. Supply. Mars. Mercury. Mercury, though, does still have some colony costs. But presumably it has just massively over the top. Yeah. So at most, at max pop, Mercury needs 2,106 infrastructure. So, delete that supply. Add supply, 4,000 or 41,000. Should do it. Gong Gong, you get to keep your low grav. Okay. Good. And now I think, actually, can you have both? You can't have both supply and demand. I think we're going to get a bunch of pop-ups about people failing to pick up infrastructure at Titan. And I'm just going to live with it. So Colonial 1 has finished their orders. I think we should have them pull back maybe some of the population on Mars. We do need some on Mars, but not much. And obviously we need it on Earth. Well, no, I'm going to have Colonial 1 keep taking it from Europa to Alma, I think. Because Alma is the... Well, I just don't know. Have it just keep doing Europa to Earth for now. Because we're going to use the freighters very soon to... Oh, hello. Dark Eldar in Sol. No. That's not how this works. Do I actually have... Yes, Soul Guardians. Here they are. Soul Guardians, move on that target. We cannot have them interfering with our freight in Sol. That's absolutely unacceptable. Oh, we're on auto ticks. Don't do that. No, stop auto ticking. Don't get too close to them. Oh, that was lucky. Okay, we almost have them on actives. Got them. Got them on actives. Continue closing. Oh, it was further than I intended. All good though. In range. Ship combat. Soul Guardians. Just one of them. Wave of 30 missiles. Target that ship. Open fire. Launch, please. Nice. Ceasefire fleet. Soul Guardians. Good job. Mission accomplished. Return home. Load ordnance. Begin an overhaul. We skip 5 minutes, and we should see a nice boom. A kaboom. Excuse me. A kaboom. No, not quite. And now, a kaboom. There we go. Target destroyed. GG, easy. Dark Eldar in the bin. Salvage that wreck. Unload all ship components, unload all minerals. Solid work. All round. Go team. Go team human. Let's do it. Soul Guardians have returned home. Nice. Easy peasy. Slipway added to the cruiser yards. We're not going to do it again, because I think it would take too long. Yeah, it would take till September. We're going to want to retrofit them before then. Do we have a modern flagship? We do, good. Getting there on some of those new destroyers as well. That's very good. Isn't Freight 1 done yet? Oh, there they go, Freight 1. Okay, Freight 1. We're going to have to offload something from Earth, because I don't want to have to keep bringing more and more people back to Earth, because it damages our population growth overall. So, something close in, Mars. Mars has 57 million available workers. We could move just, 57 of our research labs to Mars. And 50 to Mercury. We also, also, first off, nice and simple. Get rid of those mines. Get them on Titan. How many are there? 207. So do this 4 times, and that should be enough. Because that will immediately save us 10 million workers that are currently sitting on Earth doing absolutely squat diddly. Which is obviously not perfect. Also, do we have refinery workers right now? Yeah. Stop refining stuff on Earth. Destroyer belts Mark II is at its target capacity. Good. Let's have you retool to the destroyer. It's going to take till January, and then the retooling from the destroyer to the next one won't be too bad. Right, so you've got 12 million available. If I turn off the refinery workers, do they get removed from that calculation? I hope they do. Let's see. No, damn. Okay. Then, instead, take the fuel refineries to Luna. Because we know we don't need them on Earth. Because we have all our fuel coming from other means. Good. Shouldn't take long to get that done. And then we'll be in a better place. Doodaloo-doo. Alright. Atmosphere in microscopy has reached the treadle. Ooh, 0.0. It's so good. So good. Hell yeah. Alright, that's really, really good. Excellent work, Terraforming 1. New governor. Much lower priority. Pop growth. This is a mining one, isn't it? Yeah. Pop growth followed by mining, followed by wealth creation. And now we pick a new target. Preferably one of the ones we're mining. Probably this one, because it has some corundium. Nice, and we're going to be able to do this one much faster. Oh, it's so good. Terraforming, terraforming, terraforming. 9. Terraforming 1. Get yourselves above microscopy 3. Terraforming 2, you're just en route to microscopy 1, right? Because microscopy 1 still needs some minor tweaks. And now this one is perfectly terraformed, which means it should have a no maximum pop cap. Colonial 1 is going to take a break from its work to load some colonists, get it out there, get them out there, and then come home, and then we should be in a place where it's just going to start growing exponentially on its own, because it'll be a destination for colonists. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Speaking of destinations for colonists, let's make sure nothing is... I guess I could set Earth... Yeah, we should do that. Earth's going to be set as a destination for colonists for a bit here. Titan should be stable, because we haven't got the infrastructure support anymore right now. Io is stable. Luna, stable because we have work there. Ganymede, these should all be source, stable. Mercury should be source, because we're not mining there. Gong Gong is obviously destination. Alma is destination. Although Alma... I don't really want Alma to be getting too many, but... This one should definitely be stable, because there's nothing going on here. Skippy should be destination and microscopy. This one should be destination, yeah? Yeah, we've got mining here. Good. Lacus should be destination. Okay, good. Always worth doing a check every now and again, making sure those are all still right. Okay, so this one, we could also do... Well, you know what we could do with? We could do with a freight fleet that I just don't mind having live in microscopy. So I'm going to send a tiny... This is the micro freight. And it's just going to live in microscopy. It's going to refuel. It's going to go to microscopy. It's going to unload that mine, and it's going to go to Skippy. Because I think we probably produce enough fuel just for one little ship. Do 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 do. Terraforming 1 has reached microscopy 3. Microscopy 3 is going to be a pretty easy terraform. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Damn. It goes down to -13 and +91. That's unfortunate. It also has a dangerous and a non-breathable atmosphere. Give me, first off, 0.1 oxygen. So it's never going to be perfect, but that's okay. Who amongst us is? Deep thoughts with Christo. Okay. Yeah, so micro freight is just coming home to refuel, and then it's going to head off to microscopy. And we can use that to try and get the local industry going there. Okay, freight 2 has finished its task. I still have a bunch of mines. So freight 2 for now. Expanded things a bit too much. Freight 2. Join freight 1. I mean freight 3. And see if you can hold sufficiently. Down to -8 now. Getting there on Earth's population. The thing is, I really don't want to have to ship people in to keep it all stable. I really want to be able to do better than that. I want to be able to have my population growing faster than having to pull it all back to Earth, where it's just going to get that pathetic 1% growth rate. We really need more than that. Salvage done. Good. What do we get? 2 more fusion reactors. So if we take a look here, and we get both these open, we can see right now that we have... Where have they gone? There we go. 6 mirror fusion reactors. It's weird they're not building better ships, given that they have so much better engine tech than me. Anyway, this is the next one, right? 38312. These disassemble. Disassemble all. And then we go like a 5-second tick to make sure everything updates. And we go here. And it makes no progress. I'm going to ask Discord. Right. It doesn't seem like this is working. Right, I've asked the Discord. We'll see what they say. For now, I'm going to stop disassembling stuff in case it's just bugged. Because I thought we should be getting, you know, cool, fancy, advanced alien tech drives from these guys. But I don't know. We will see how it goes. Good. Yeah, we'll just see what the Discord comes back with. In the meantime, we do a bit of industrial check. Everyone should still be producing stuff. Yeah. Yeah, good. Cranking up the number of construction factories little by little. Got 1 extra coming out soon. And all my colonies, my itinerant freight should all be doing something. Apart from the alligators, obviously. Fine. Alligators, I'm going to do a new command, new admin. This is the ammo command. And it has some itinerant stuff under it. Oops, where'd I put it? Where'd it go? There it is, ammo command. But it also has the... No, it doesn't. Okay, ammo command, good. Because now I can collapse it in my, just make this a bit neater in my hierarchy. Good stuff. All right, back to ticks. Rock and roll. What's next? Microscopy 3 and sorted of thorium in fuel production at Luna. Yes, so Luna, don't try and make anything. Oxygen in microscopy 3 is good. Nice. Now we just need some Water. Wait, this is the wrong one. I thought I was confused there. Where am I looking? Microscopy 2, right? No, microscopy 3. Where's microscopy 3? Ah, there it is. So we finished adding oxygen. Now, what's dangerous here? Ah, the carbon dioxide. Okay. Take that out. Yoink out all the carbon dioxide, and we should be in a good place. The Discord has set me right. They're magnetic mirror fusion reactors. They're all the way down here. I didn't even think to look that far back in our reactor levels. Thank you to the Discord who helped me out on that one. But that's insane. They're a magnetic mirror. It's like the 3rd reactor. That's comical. That's comical. Okay. No, wait, it's not a reactor, though. Was it reactors I was getting? I thought it was... Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. I will, however, disassemble their... Well, this I will scrap. Because we just want the minerals back. But these search sensors, were any of these from the aliens and more advanced than mine? No. What about this one? No. Alright, well, this is a commercial, so we can clearly scrap that. This EM sensor... Oh, no, this is the one I thought might be more advanced. Nope. Nope. All useless. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we'll just disassemble them. Sorry, scrap them in the future for minerals. Freight 1 has finished orders. Okay, we got Earth under control. Yes, population surplus now. No, okay, we've successfully moved off the entire refueling... Sorry, the entire fuel refinery setup. Help out with one last mine load to Titan. Titan still has plenty of people to work the mines, right? Yes. We are, however, going over on stockpile, so also load me up another... What are they at? 29 with how many mass drivers? 30, so they need another 15 or so mass drivers. So load me up another 15 of those. Thing for Titan, come back. And Earth, make sure you're not supplying so many mass drivers. No, we're not supplying any at the moment. Okay, good. Good. Okay. It's going well. It's going well. Aliens haven't poked their head out yet. Hopefully they're not frantically making their missiles longer range. That would be bad. But, you know, we'll make do. You guys can... Ah, yes, I should upgrade my destroyer escorts. Rename. Oops. Ah! Anti-Dark Eldar. MK3. Upgrade the armor. We've got a bit more room. The thicker armor. Not quite enough. But we could take off some of these. And some of these. Yeah, that was more than enough. Good. Maintenance life is still plenty long. We don't need thicker armor on these, do we? Because these shouldn't be coming close to the enemy. So actually, just give me more engineering spaces. And with 10 engineering spaces, I was going to say we can put a larger one on, but I remembered there aren't larger ones. Two small ones, and then some fighter storage bays. One fighter, one tiny, one fighter, two fighter, three fighter. There we go. Good. They're the same speed, but have a tiny bit longer. Well, actually, quite a bit longer maintenance life. Nice. Good. You are obsolete, and you should retool to Dark Eldar Mark III. And then you should refit Dark Eldar Mark II in orbit right now to Dark Eldar Mark III. Good. And you should add a slipway. Even though it's going to cost me. It's going to cost me and the workers, but it's worth doing. Now, the next step is the scientists. We do need to move the scientists off. At least some of them. So once Freight 1 gets back, I'm going to move some scientists to Mars and Mercury. I want to keep the science labs in the inner solar system. It just seems safer that way. Keeping them, you know, nice and close at hand. So we're not going to get in too much trouble. There's the Icaruses. And I will immediately... Well, actually, I don't think I need them. I think they can stay at home for now. I was going to say I'm going to send them out to Lac Isle, but we don't need them in Lac Isle, not the Icaruses. It's only more cruisers that would really have a reason to go out there fast. Okay, good. Just press on them. And that'll make everyone in Seoul calm down about military protection as well, because the Icaruses have some sizable military weapon tonnage and hence planetary protection value. 63% deployment on the Scout 1. I will replace him. I don't want to be suffering any critical failures at the wrong moment. Good. Freight 1 is done. Okay, so Freight 1, go to Earth, load up research facilities. Let's just see how many you can hold. Whoops, I specifically tried to load 15. That was my bad. Load any number of research facilities. Shouldn't take more than a day to fully load, I think. Yes, it can hold 2.05. Okay, interesting number. Go to Earth. Unload. Well, yeah, unload 0.05 research facilities. I forgot how big research facilities were. Yeah, unload those. And then we're going to reduce the number of ships in the fleet by 1. Which can go and join Freight 3. And then Freight 1 is going to refuel Earth, load as many research facilities as it can handle. And it's going to take them to Mars. Now Mars can handle another, let's give Mars 50 and Mercury 40. Is Mercury being a source of colonists? Stop being a source of colonists for a second, because I need you to work these labs. I need we'll send 40 to Mercury and we'll send 55 to Mars, or 56 or so. So Mars unloading and then picking up another one. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 32 to Mars. And then just go back to Earth and I'll deal with you in 43 days. And yeah, Earth is going to be over-allocated on labs for a bit, so it's going to start taking them out. I'm just going to wait until we've got them all moved around, and then I'll worry about that. We'll have some assigned new stuff for their destinations. Freight Exodus has joined Freight 3, good. We should also check how many mines there are on Earth and whether the number here is staying stable. So now we need to go to Mars and say, okay, what are we going to start researching here? Something that's currently being researched with quite a few, like the internal fusion drive. Internal fusion drive. Cancel that. We're going to move that whole research to Mars. This one with this guy. And obviously he's going to be under-labbed to start with, but he'll have assigned new, so he'll get a bunch of new stuff. And then here, the labs can just go on some nonsense tech that we're not too urgently needing. Good. Hopefully we'll be able to get the population on Earth spiking again. So we don't need to do this too much, but we'll see. Okay, microscopy rather. Colony 1, you're dropping off a bunch of people on Moon 6, aren't you? Yes, good. So, micro freight. Skippy has some minerals and has some stuff going on. Microscopy, this one, has more corundium. Way more corundium. Okay, so we need to take some mines out to here. And we've got plenty of workers. So, Skippy, how many mines have you got? 2? Alright, just load up that mine and take it out there. And repeat that, and then refill Skippy. Won't take long at all. Now that we actually have a freight guy that's just going to hang around in microscopy, when there's nothing to do, he'll just stay there. It's just so we don't have to do the whole back and forth. This is such a long trip from a Sol to microscope. Micro freight has done. What else do I want to move around here? We've got 20 automated mines. Who, yes, I'd rather... Well, hang on, what do we need for... We do need some Newtonium here. What else we got going in microscope? We've got 10 here, which is where the geranium comes from, and 10 here. Don't really need these 10. Let's go to microscopy moon 7. Load up an automated mine and take it to microscopy 1. Yeah, for the corundium. Unload, refuel, and then we're going to do that for 1, 2, 4, 8 of those automated mines. Good. Go for it. And I got to check the mines. We'll do that on Sol. Whether we're taking the mines on Sol to Titan fast enough. And yes, we're constantly going to get the reallocation of labs thing, which is going to screw up my priorities, but it's not super, super urgent that we fix those, I don't think. What was I thinking? I had a thought. It was a good thought. I want to share it with the world. Right, yes, are the mines being taken off Earth fast enough? We've got 39 right now. And Freight 3 is taking them 12 at a time. Let's just see if 39 goes down between now and the next time we tick through. So we could now bring in all of our adder classes and bring them in and refit them and all that stuff. I'm not going to. I'm just going to have them be refit next time they need to reload. In terms of munitions. Seems efficient to do it then, rather than having them all come back now. Efficient in terms of micro, that is. And they're just going to run down their maintenance... You know, the only main difference is they run down their maintenance clocks very slightly faster. It's not a huge deal by any stretch. All traces of carbon dioxide. So we're looking for lower than 39. It's actually up to 51. So we do need more freighters handling that. I guess we'll move to our freight one once we've finished with this whole lab thing. Microscopy 3 has had all traces of that nasty carbon dioxide yoinked from the atmosphere. It's no longer dangerous. Good, but there is too much oxygen. So right now it goes from minus 73 to plus 20. So we need to make it a bit warmer. Give me 0.35 to start with, and we'll go from there. Remember, we want to make 28-ish the midpoint of this swing. New belt added to the destroyer yards. No, sorry, retooling done on the destroyer yards. Good. So they're both ready to go once we have that new tech in April. Oh, sorry, March now. Okay. Scout 2's completed orders, which means Scout 1... No, Scout 3 can finally come home and overhaul. Now, I want to check, as always. Did I actually hit add gas? Yes, good. Good, good, good. Press on, then. Still taking all those ships to Mars, all those labs to Mars. It's going to take a little while for it to get done, and obviously we're going to get this over-allocation of labs event a lot while it's ticking, but that's okay. Gauss cannon rate of fire 5 done. Interesting. I didn't realize we were going to get that one done in time. Okay, let's invent a new Gauss cannon then. Gauss cannon, we're going for the 85% accuracy, highest rate of fire we can, highest that we can. Good. This is yeah, 85, rate 500. Good. Prototype it and create it. Give me the research as soon as possible, and then we'll get the turret done after that. Is there a turret tech that I can push through as well? Like this? No, there's massive amounts left. Okay, never mind. We're not going faster than 25,000 tracking speed anyway, because we don't have it. We don't have this tech yet done, which we're doing at this tech done yet, which of course we're doing at best speed. So Mars already up to 28 million scientists, all busily working on the internal refinement reactor. Good. So in just a few ticks, we should have an excess there, and we can do another tech that we move over there. Yes, indeed. Let's do let's do terraforming rate, because that's not desperately urgent. And then I'm just going to, for now, put the spare labs kind of back on the things that it looks like they've been taken off here. Mars, terraforming rate, go. And the scientists, by the way, don't have a particular position. They just are where they're needed in terms of when you assign them to a project, which helps because otherwise the micro would get insane. Earth looking very nicely positive on available workers now. Okay, so micro freight. There we go. The people have landed here. The mining should be sending stuff to Skippy. As is this. Good. Okay. Excuse me. What else do I want to move around here? There's not a huge amount, to be honest. How defended is Microscopy, by the way? Microscopy. I keep saying Microscopy for some reason. It's all relatively close, basically. Fine. But are we doing anything with Microscopy 5? I mean, that's a little way out there. We are. Our response time to Microscopy 5 would be a little slow. And that's where we've got our new beautiful huge population. Okay, Microscopy 5, you need however many deep space tracking stations we have here, 100. Add a demand for 100 of those. We've got a supply of 200 on Earth, I think, yeah. And you're going to need some maintenance facilities. Demand probably 15 will do it. And one of my ammo ships. Oh, these are not ammo. These are maintenance. So I guess I'll have an ammo. Oh, I'll have a what would you call it? Supplies? Supplies and ammo, I guess. So one of those I'm going to need to go to Microscopy and Microscopy 5 Moon 6 and transfer maintenance supplies to Colony and then come home. Good. And then we're going to build a new destroyer, which we will send over to garrison that new planet. Good. But now, back to the actual question at hand, moving things around Microscopy. We basically just want to make sure, as these new mines are built, they get moved around right. And we don't want any stockpiles to grow anywhere else, so recent stockpiles should always be negative on these. Yes, good. Good. And good. Okay. Well, we could also just move mines out here, because it seems like mines are the shortfall now. So I'm actually going to have micro freight temporarily. Refuel there, go back to Earth, load mines, and bring them back. And unload them. And do that. Bring another, we got, I mean, one mine. Bring another, yeah, do that for a year. And then we'll be reviewing the situation and all that. Yep, looks good to me. Okay, Earth. Jesus Christ, we're using way too much titanium. What are we using that for? Is it the construction facilities or the ordnance? Excuse me, Earth. Ordnance. Yeah, we're using way too much for that. Okay. Let's modify that down. We don't use titanium for too much else, but I don't want to actually put myself into a deficit of titanium over this. Okay. Good. That was a little bit overkill. Going to 4,000 ordnance factories. Good. Maintenance problem on the Oxford. That's alright. They're coming home. And of course, Earth will continue to have too few labs. It's probably not actually the terraforming one we want to do there. Barren to arid on microscopy 3. Good. It doesn't really sound good, but it represents progress, I assure you. And yeah, every tick we get the over allocation. Not a big deal. I'm approaching April. In April, things get more exciting. Alright, so Earth has plenty of workers right now, so Colonial 1 can resume taking colonists from Europa to Alma. And then coming back. Just cycle those moves. Because Alma can handle quite a few more people. And has a flourishing local industrial base that could use more fueling. Good. Well, actually, maybe we should be taking people to Skippy or Lacus. I don't know. Lacus doesn't have the capacity for full-on... Or does it? I seem to have flagged it as being able to handle full-on local growth. Oh, yes, right. Because of Lacal 2. That's right. Which is terraformable, probably. Although it's very, very hot here. Oh, right. No, it's Vesuvian, I remember. But it's got some corundium. So it's going to be very slowly, basically auto-mined its way to self-sustainability. Okay, now scientists. How many are we up to on Mars now? I think we can stop that for a while. Research. We've got 14. All right, so cancel that. We're up to 16 now. How many labs do we have here? It is a round number. Yeah, 44. Good. Remove all those orders. Go back to Earth for 8-1. Mars. What time is it? Why am I so hungry? Oh, that's right. I had brunch rather than proper lunch. Earth. Sorry, Mars. Should research something that takes only... that only wants 14 labs, basically. Like this one. Or, no, sorry, that actually takes... Sure, give it on, put it on advanced, on fuel production, rather. Junk. 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 Done. Okay, good. And then Earth has some spare labs, which we will put back on the top priority stuff. And now we're slightly underdoing it. Jump drive efficiency has been slowed by the auto unallocating. What's not important here? I think ordnance. Well, I want that going. I want that going. Surely there's I have more labs than 10 on energy weapons. Yeah, but not at 35%. Okay. Advanced damage control. That's not that important. Slow that down. Give me more on some of these really top priority techs. Good. Missile agility. Good. Good. Okay. Assign new on anything that's not full. Which these all are now. Okay. Back down to 5th of April. And Colonial 1, yeah, taking people from Europa out. And this one's still taking some people in from Luna. Luna at 400 million. Yeah, I'll let them carry on with that. We've got plenty of available workers on Luna that we could have on Earth. But we actually don't want them there anymore, right? No, we don't. Okay, so you can just join Colonial 1. Okay, press on. Freight 1's completed orders. Okay, so what do I want Freight 1 to do? I guess help concentrating all the infrastructure on Titan? No, because the civilians know the right number to do for that. So instead, take infrastructure to Alma? Maybe? Why is Alma not breathable? Ah, right, because it has too much oxygen, I remember. Yeah, take it to Alma, because Alma is on the way to other places that we want it. So for now, just refuel at Earth. And Earth, you're still getting too many mines? Yeah. Alright, so let me steal, like, another 5 freighters, and they can go and join freight 3, and then meanwhile freight 1 can just take infrastructure to Alma. And then cycle those moves. Good. Press on. Seems good to me. And then very, very soon, we'll be able to design some new stuff. And there's the new, speaking of, there's the new Gauss cannon. Now give me a twin. 25,000 tracking speed. Armor strength there. We went, what did we go with in the end? The last one? I know I reduced it, I think. Gauss cannon. This one. No, we went with 8, so just 2, I think. How much bigger does that make it? 600 tons. Yeah, not much. So let's make it slightly bigger. And also, the one that isn't researched, you're obsolete, and you old ones are obsolete too. And you're obsolete now too, honestly. Okay, so there it is. This is the 25k twin Gauss cannon, 50,000 range, fire rate 5, 85% accuracy modified turret. Good. Prototype it. You, Icarus 2, are obsolete. You, Bile 2, are obsolete. We only didn't obsolete them earlier because we were still building a couple. And you, Icarus 3, you get 7 of these bad boys. Where are they? GGGG for Gauss cannon. Here it is. Nope, we haven't invented them yet, so we've got to prototype it. Gauss cannon, and it should be the same size. 655, 666. It's smaller. Why? We have better turret tracking tech, I guess. Show obsolete objects in here. Why is it smaller? I guess it must just be smaller tracking gear. You can't intentionally downgrade the tracking gear here, can you? Must be a lower than 10% gear. Can I see that here? It's annoying that it brings some things to front. Gauss, show obsolete. Hit to kill 8, crew 8, range is the same. The size is smaller. It must be the tracking gear, that's all I can think. Okay, so don't show obsolete anymore, but do show prototypes. Give me those new goals. It's good, obviously, that it's smaller. So give me 7 of them. Take these out. Put another one in. And we can go a bit more, but not as much to put one more on. So we can increase the maintenance life a tiny bit. So remember, we can go to 375. Engineering space. Yeah, whole new engineering space. It's a really, really nice addition. That's really good. In fact, we could probably even fit on the auxiliary control again, because auxiliary control helps with repairs. And how about main engineering? No, can't fit main engineering. Small engineering spaces. Tiny engineering space. There we go. And then a fighter maintenance storage bay. There we go. Nice. Very nice indeed. Research prototype on that for me. Cannot create a research project for a turret that includes a prototype weapon. It doesn't. Ah, I think I know what I did. This is the 20k Mark II. Just so it's delineated. Prototype it. And then go in here. Go here. Go prototypes. Go Gauss cannons. Yeah, I put the wrong... Ah, I made the second one single. Twin. Wait, it's even smaller? What? How is it smaller? Oh, I didn't put the armor on. Yeah. Okay, this is 25k. Okay, 3. Create. Oh, well, prototype. I guess I could have just created from that screen, couldn't I? MK3. Research prototype. Other 2. Just obsolete the components. Good. Take off the old one. Should be exactly... Where's it gone? There we go. Should be exactly the same size. Yes, indeed. But now it's able to be researched. Good. So, with that redesign done, please give me this Gauss cannon at best speed. Be done by April 20th. That's okay. Press on. Good. Okay. Good progress. Good progress. Scout 3 is home and beginning their overhaul. Lovely. And there's the Alligator resupply ship dropping off its maintenance supplies on Microscopy 5. So that once we've got the new thing, we can bring it in there and get the extra defenses. And there's our next wave of new Baal ships, which we don't actually need to do anything with right away because we need the new jump drives. Excuse me. Good. Feeling pretty good about this. I think we're in a good place. We're approaching being able to actually crank out the newest class of weapons. There's electronic countermeasures 1. We are facing just a little bit of electronic issues, so going up on those does seem sensible. Yeah, go up another level. I don't really want to... We have a really good synthesis control guy right now. What could I use you for? This. Yes. Yes. Faster fire control rating. That would be a lovely upgrade to get. What can I deprioritize? Maintenance facility. This is not important. Give me that. Give me everything on that. Amazing. Only 3 years. Amazing. We're going to be able to refit to that pretty quickly too, because it's just the fire controls, which are really small. In fact, bollocks. That changes things. Probably I want a faster tracking speed. Yeah. So if we were, what we'd be making there would be a beam fire control with the next level up of tech. So we'd show next tech. Oh, hang on. Show next tech, but this isn't going up. Just this. So we'd be going to 4 times speed. We'd be able to track 32,000. So we actually need a turret for this with 32,000 tracking speed. Which is quite a bit larger. But that is what we want. So this is the 32k. Because we'll be able to refit to those other ones really quickly before we go out and fight them. And even if we weren't, there's no point in inventing the worst version. 32k twin Gauss. 10% gear. Because the next gear upgrade isn't for ages. Alright, create that. And then the Icarus, we're going to have to change up. Prototypes. Why isn't it here? Did I... I hit create, not prototype. Well, that's okay. We can just research it and then do it. So, by date, this, cancel project, missiles kinetic. It's this one that we actually need. This one, delete tech. Can't because it's used in a ship. Take it out of the ship then. And now this one. Delete tech. Good. Okay. Yeah, because by October, we won't have launched our attack. So we'll want to implement this into our new ships. Another wave of Boreases. I will not relent. Oops, I built the wrong class, but it's not a big deal. They don't move around much. Speaking of the fact they don't move around much, hey ships, go a really long way to microscopy and join Terraforming 1. Now what's Terraforming 2 doing in that microscopy right now? It's around microscopy 1. So microscopy 1, what are you up to? Have I missed something and forgotten stuff there? Yes, you're doing nothing. Okay. Because this is the one with the extremely tight margins. So it's got plenty of hydrochloric extent. Remove the water vapor from the atmosphere. And that should only take like 1 tick because there's a tiny amount of it. Not quite done yet. Repair docks has reached its target capacity. Okay, so now I don't know if this can, what it can repair. Let me look it up. Aurora 4X repair. Ship repair. Okay, shipyard repair. A ship can be repaired at any shipyard of a matching size and type. For example, to repair a military ship, it must use a military shipyard, whereas to repair a 12,000-ton ship, a player must use a shipyard capable of building a 12,000-ton ship. Okay, so you don't have to match what it's tooled for. Good, so we are going to retool it regardless, but not yet. I'll retool it for free instantly to the new bridging design, rather than retooling it to one thing and then, manually retooling it to the next. Good. Good. Okay. So, back to that terraforming then. Let's make copy 1, wasn't it? Still, yeah, 0.07. Yeah, we should be pulling out that in about a month, looks like. Oh, hostile contacts. Where's this? Beta Scopy. Which side? Over here, okay. Armor observers. Show them the error of their ways. Only 2 hours away. Moving in on them. They're closing with us as well. Bold. They still haven't accelerated any. And they could go up like 2 engine tech levels and we'd probably be able to still dramatically outpace them. Which is very comforting. There's the updated contact intel. Oh, new ship contact. Okay, a lot of them. Give me an urgent point of interest where they just appeared, because I suspect that might be the location of their ingate. They have... Yeah, they're moving. That's a big fleet. Okay, they might have just jumped back home again. And it looks like this guy might be running... Oh, an hour's probably too long. Please don't be on top of them. Oh, thank goodness. I think they're trying to get away. You can't see the gate, I'm pretty sure. It does exist in a particular point, but you can't actually, you can't see it. So even if we get right next to it, I don't think we'll know that we're next to it. Okay, we have them. They're short of the gate. I guess we sent them running. It's tempting to let them go away. Let's let them get away so I know exactly where the gate is. So I'm just going to stop for a tick here. Or 2. And then move back towards them. 2-minute increments. Because we still have in range, so if anything went wrong, we'd still be able to destroy them. What we don't want to do is have ourselves be too close to the potential gate. So we're not going to go too much closer than this. We'll stop here. See if they disappear from exactly there. Getting it to the nearest, million kilometers is plenty. But I'd rather get even more precise than that. Ah, they've stopped. What was that update? The thermal signature changed. Come on. Show me the path. They appear to be going past it. Ah! Gone. Right there. Okay. Delete number 1. Rename this. This is suspected webway gate. Plus or minus, I'll call it that for a second. Plus or minus maybe 100,000 kilometers. How do I rename it? I'm not sure I do. Alright, well, delete it then. Webway gate plus or minus 100 kilometers. Where's 100,000 kilometers? Right? Yeah. Okay. Delete that waypoint. Okay. Which means if we lay mines here, we might be able to kill them that way, which would be quite fun. Return home. Enemy seen off. Good work, armor observers. Maybe we let them get a bit closer next time. Let the big fleet move in before I start moving. Then they'll have harder time getting me on sensors. Because if you're not moving, you give out a far smaller thermal signature. And then we might be able to catch that large fleet and destroy it. Because we want to destroy their fleets, you know, as soon as possible. Because if they, you know, at some point when they build up and up and up enough, they will have a fleet that's capable of, you know, being a real problem. So we want to, you know, nip it in the bud to whatever extent we can. Okay, we've upgraded our jump drive efficiency, which means we need new jump drives, jump engines for a 15,000 ton. Yeah, max efficiency, military jump drive, 115,000, 50k squadron jump radius. This is the distance you land from the gate on the other side, by the way. The other way to jump, to crash the gates more effectively, would be to up this. Actually, that's not much, is it? We have to. Why aren't we squadron jumping these gates? Yeah, let's do that. It's admittedly an extra 60 tons, but 60 tons is not huge. Yeah, let's go. Because then we'll hopefully be able to jump through and land 100 kilometers off the gate. Sorry, 100,000 kilometers off the gate, which will put us out of range of some missiles potentially. So create that. It will mean my maths is wrong, so we'll have to tweak the other ships again, but that's okay. And then on the 30,000 ship. So here we're spending, yeah, 125 tons. That seems worth it. Okay, did I prototype them both, or did I actually invent them both? Okay, they're both here. No, that one's wrong. I guess I just prototyped the other one. Did I? Show me jump drives. 350, 350. These are the same, aren't they? No. One's smaller. That one is obsolete. Jump drives, jump drives. Where are they gone? Here they are. Okay, the 30,000 one. Yeah. So we take this off. Put this on. We research prototype. Normally so the jump squad size doesn't matter because they all have jump drives. Normally you could put it on like 1 out of 4 ships and then have a squad jump size of 4, and then you'd be able to jump, you know, have with you know, you massively reduce the amount of size you have to spend on jump drives. We will probably do that in the fullness of time, but for now I'm okay with this. The way you do it is probably have your destroyers be your jump tenders, I guess. Anyway, this is right. Yeah, we drop 100 meters off, so these are all obsolete now. And this is obsolete. And I'm going to research this. Good. And then I didn't set the other one up yet, so that's fine. We'll just leave it like that. Okay, and you are now under size? Why? Show me the obsolete jump drives. Did I reduce it by more than I expected, even though we added the size? We did. Quite dramatically so. Huh. Don't quite know why, but good. Okay, you can have another layer of armor. Or 2. Or 3. Or 2. Nice. That's really good. What else do I want to put in here? Probably a bit more engineering. Nice. Yeah, 2 more engineering spaces and some more maintenance storage. But not that one. Small. 3 of them. 1 tiny. And some fighters. Amazing. That's really good. Maintenance life up there on there cranked up. Okay, so now power and propulsion. This one needs the most attention. This is the limiting factor on being able to start our new stuff, so we're going to try and do it at top speed. I will temporarily cancel or slow something. Actually, this is still going to be the limiting factor probably, but I guess construction rate can handle being slowed momentarily. Boom. Okay. So they'll be done in May and June respectively, and then we can start building these ships. And we'll obviously switch this one over to this once it's done. Oh god, and the fuel consumption text coming in. Alright, I guess we're going to build some new engines too. Because that's a 20% fuel reduction. Holy hell. Pretty good. Pretty good. More stuff happening than I realized in this upgrade wave. But that's okay. I mean, that's great, in fact. But that upgrade wave is going to take place in the next episode. Until then, thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.